Homedawgs? My name is Gokey Gamer, and welcome everybody to week 6 of the UCDL. Also, I'm the coach of the Milwaukee Medichams. Welcome everybody to week 6 of the, the UCDL, where this week we're going to be taking on none other than Mario Fan, and my thing is not working. Okay. Let's see, give me 1 second. Alright, we are back, we should be going now, so, there we go. But yeah, we're going up against Mario Fan, coach of the Nottingham Nickets. Here are the teams. Plop! Overall, this is a terrifying team. We're going up against the Sun team, which I'm very scared of, but we do have some strategies, we do have some strats that I'm excited about. Let's freaking go. Good luck having my opponent, as always. We are going to see the Great Tusk. We do not see, the Talonflame, which is great. But we do see Great Tusk, that's fine. No Chestnut is pretty solid. Everything else is pretty much what I expected. These were the 6 that I expected, I think. So this makes a lot of sense. By far and away the biggest threat is the Walking Wake. I'm terrified of Walking Wake here. I'm just absolutely scared out of my mind about it, and it's not going to be fun. So I'm very tempted to actually lead Trans Rights here. I think Trans Rights is actually a really good lead. We could see a Ninetales lead, but if we do see a Ninetales lead, that's fine, I think, because I can just go into Politoed. I think Trans Rights is a really good check into everything else, though. So that's really great. My goal ultimately is to get the Toxic Spikes up as soon as possible, because then Overquill goes crazy. Because I am running both Barbarage and Venoshock, which is absolutely insane. Barbarage is there for Screamtail mainly, like Calm Mind Screamtail, and then Venoshock is there for everything else. I'm bringing a special build today. We do have also Hydro Pump for the Great Tusk in particular, so there we go. We are going to go ahead and say Huge Tail, that's going to be Screamtail. So Screamtail versus Sylveon, that's honestly a pretty ideal situation for me, because you can't really do any damage to me. So I think what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go ahead and just click Yawn, just so that way, you know, I reveal the tech. We are going to see a Trick. Okay, slightly annoying, that's slightly rough. We're going to see if you're like Bandit or Specs. We're going to see a Flame Orb, actually. Okay, so we're going to see the Utility Umbrella on them. That's not great. That's not ideal. Really well played, I must say. I'm glad I didn't switch into any of my physical attackers on that. Maybe they were expecting the Overquill switch, but I am okay with this. I think what I'm going to do here, I could Wish Pass into something, and I'm very tempted to do that, so I think I'm going to click Wish here. If you want to put this thing to sleep, that is okay with me. That is actually extremely ideal if this thing goes to bed. So I am okay with this if we see that happen. I think most likely the switch here will be Ninetales. I would not be surprised if Ninetales is like Assault Vest or Heat Rock. We're gonna see a Baton Pass. That makes the most sense. So we've seen Trick, we've seen Baton Pass. Honestly, if you trick one of my other items, I'm okay with obtaining the Utility Umbrella. That's not ideal for, I guess, Politoed or, like, Gastrodon. It's not great for that. Persona is going to be the Ninetales. Okay, that's what I've expected. And we are going to see the Sunlight. That's fine by me. We're going to fire off a Wish. I would not be surprised if we see a swap here into Raging Bolt. That would not surprise me here at all, because I think you're going to predict the swap. I don't care, though. I'm going to set up the Rain, because that is really, really great for me, and I'm okay with that. We are a Assault Vest Politoed specifically, mainly for this, but also for Walking Wake. I'm bringing multiple checks for Walking Wake. Unfortunately, one of them became significantly worse, but it is what it is. You're gonna see the Baton Pass here, which is fine. Oh, shoot, did I gen my Mon in wrong? Wait, did I gen my Mon in wrong? I did! Oh no, I gened my Mon in wrong. I don't have Drizzle. Oh crap, that's a problem. That's actually a huge problem. Oh no. Alright, well this game just got a whole lot harder then. This game just got a whole lot harder. Oh god. That's a massive... I cannot overstate how much of an issue that is. That is a huge issue. Oh crap. Okay, that's a major issue. Crap, dude. That's really bad. I cannot... Okay. That's a massive issue then. Okay. There's not much I can really do here at this point. We're facing down this thing in the sun. Yikes. That's not good at all, dude. Oh no, I genuinely might lose the game because of that. I genuinely might lose the game. I'm gonna switch into Trans Rights here. That's a huge issue. That's such a huge issue. Oh god. Okay, okay. We're not out of it yet. I did prep to play around the sun as well. We are going to see Calm Mind. Crap, dude. That's such a huge issue, man. That's such a huge issue. I'm really scared. I'm genuinely terrified. I think I'm going to really struggle now. I'm going to go ahead and go for a Yawn again. There's zero reason for me not to here. I could also just click Hyper Voice here. I think you're just going to have to swap. Oh god, this is an issue. This is a major issue. Okay, so... yeah, that's a very big problem. Alright, we're gonna see a Thunderbolt. We're gonna deal a lot of damage to me. That's fine. We're gonna go for a Yawn. I could stay in, and I think I will this time and click Wish. I think I have to here. Yeah, I think I have to. Okay, at least Raging Bolt will get put to sleep, possibly. But yeah, no, I think I have to click Wish. Yeah, I'm gonna click Wish here. I'm gonna stay in. I think you're gonna swap. I don't think you want this thing falling asleep. I am very scared now. We're really gonna have to rely on Deoxys now. Yeah, Raging Bolt, it becomes a lot scarier now, unfortunately. We're probably going to see Ninetales. No, that's actually Screamtail. So Screamtail's going to switch in here. That's fine. I'm okay with that. We're going to see the Photosynthesis. Yep, that's Speed. So Speed is heightened. Do I still outspeed that in the sun? I think so, possibly. Screamtail. We are going to go ahead and see that we do not outspeed that in the sun. Unfortunate. I think I'm just going to click Protect here. There's zero reason for me not to. If you click like Calm Mind or something like that, that means you can't Baton Pass. So we're going to click Protect here because we have it. We're going to see what you want to go for here. If it's Encore, we're going to see Rocks. Okay, that's fine. Oh, God. Okay. Alright, so how do I want to handle this, then? How do I want to handle this? I think... Oh, God. This is just a really, really major issue. I'm not a fan of this at all. I'm very much not a fan of this. I might go into I Am Joe here. I think you might be zero attack Screamtail, which I think makes a lot of sense here. I'm scared of Encore. Yeah, no, this is... God, I can't believe that, dude. I actually genuinely can't believe that. I don't think you're going to switch out here. I think you're going to stay in because you don't want to risk me going for Yawn, or you're going to go for an attack. So I'm going to go ahead and swap into my Overquilt, and I'm just going to try to set up the Toxic Spikes here to try to poison something. We're going to take some damage. That's fine. Okay. Dazzling Wind. So Dazzling Wind is your final move. So that means Deoxys can just set up for free against this. I'm clicking Toxic Spikes here. Okay. Not over. It's not over. I should have double-checked my sets, but it do be like that sometimes. I can't believe I missed that, dude. How did I miss that? That was like one of the first sets I made. Holy crap. I genuinely can't believe I missed that somehow. Really unfortunate for me, though. Really unfortunate. We're gonna have to be very careful with how we play the rest of this game, I think. At the very least, okay, Trick, that's fine. I don't care about obtaining... Actually, obtaining the Utility Umbrella here is phenomenal. We're gonna obtain the Poison Barb. That's fine. I don't know if you were expecting this to be the Poison Barb. We're going to set up a free Toxic Spikes, though. I'm a very big fan of this. That is fine by me. We are setting up Toxic Spikes. I'm going to go ahead and set it up twice. I don't even care. Harsh Sunlight Faded. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go for a Hydro Pump this time. I'm going to go for a Hydro Pump. I'm going to predict you to swap. I think you are going to swap here. I'm going to go for Hydro Pump on a Great Tusk switch. Yep, we're going to see the Baton Pass. At the very least, I hope this set will actually pop off. Let's see. Great Tusk. This should two-shot. At least Great Tusk, or at least, like, an offensive Great Tusk. And then you're forced to click Rapid Spin, but you're going to click Rapid Spin against a Rocky Helmets set. We're going to see Persona, so that's actually going to be the Ninetales switching back in. That's fine by me. You're going to get Poison here. That's fine. We go for a Hydro Pump to reveal the tech, which I'm okay with. We're going to see the Drought. I believe that was an 8-turn set, so we're going to go for a Hydro Pump here. Bada bing, bada boom. Does a small chunk of damage. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Poison, though. Let's go. We're going to slowly start chipping things down, which is great. I'm a big fan of that. I will go ahead and swap into I Am Perish here. I am okay with doing this. If Great Tusk wants to switch in, that's fine, because this thing is basically useless. Okay. Yeah, this is a really big issue for Walking Wake. Yeah, Walking Wake is going to be a huge struggle now. Crap. Losing Drizzle is... Yeah, that's so unfortunate. We're gonna have to really play out of our minds in order to win this game. Oh, crap. Frick me, dude. Frick me. It's not the end of the world again, but Deoxys is really gonna have to clutch up. Deoxys is really gonna have to clutch up here. So we're gonna see Baton Pass. That's fine. We're probably gonna see... Maybe we could see Walking Wake here. If we see Walking Wake, does that change what I do? I don't think so. I could stay in. I think you click Draco against this. Ugh. That's so tough, dude. That's so tough. That is so unbelievably tough. I cannot believe that at all. Alright, we're gonna see Tusk, so that is gonna be Great Tusk here coming in. Politoed, you don't have the thing that I need you to have, but you're in the sun versus Great Tusk. Weather Ball, ironically, still... Weather Ball and Ice Beam both still nuke you, which is kind of crazy, but a Headlong Rush does a lot of damage to me. I think you have to click Rapid Spin, though. I will just take the bait and go into Corviknight, though, and then click U-Turn on the next play, because, you know, dealing damage to this, even if you're poisoned, that's still fine. At least half, the third of the team is poisoned, which is great. We are going to see probably a Spin, if I had to guess. No, we're just going to see a raw CC. Okay, that's fine. That does a lot of damage. Oh my god, are you banded? You must be banded, then. You must be banded, then. Oh, frick me, man. Frick me, dude. This is a problem. This is such a problem. I have to roost here, I think. I have to click roost. We're just gonna see another CC, that's fine. Okay. So you're locked into CC. Is there anything I can do to punish this? I don't think so. Dude, this is such an issue. I am in big trouble. Alright, you're gonna go down, that's fine. You're at -2, so I guess I could go into Deoxys Speed. I could also, yeah, I think I have to go into Deoxys Speed, actually, and click Calm Mind, which is unfortunate. But we'll reveal that we have heavy-duty boots. I think this is my play, because if you can't click Rapid Spin here, I think you have to swap. That you have to be banded then if you did that much damage. Let's see here. We're exerting pressure, close combat. Yeah, you must be like adamant banned. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click Calm Mind. I think this is really going to come down to stored power sweeping. I think that's what this is going to come down to. We're going to see the swap, that's fine. We're going to click Calm Mind here. Alright, we're going to see Huge Tail, that's fine, that's Scream Tail. So you have Dazzling Gleam, you have Trick, you have Baton Pass, you have Stealth Rocks. You cannot touch this set. I'm clicking Calm Mind here. Photosynthesis, I don't care. I literally could not care less. Because you can't do any damage to me. You can't do any genuine harm to me. We'll obtain the Poison Barb, possibly. But if we obtain the Poison Barb, that's fine. If you are already poisoned, so you are already weaker, the heavy-duty boots aren't going to help you at all. So this is fine. I'm just going to keep clicking Calm Mind here because this is the major threat that I have to wall. Calm Mind again. Alright, you're not Encore. This is like my one opportunity to actually pull the game back a little bit. Oh god, this is gonna be so tough, man. I still can't believe I allowed that to happen, dude. I still can't believe that. That's absolutely insane. I think now he's realizing what set I am, I think, because he's taking a while to choose his move. This is actually best case scenario for me, because I can just get off another free Calm Mind. Like, there is nothing that my opponent wants to do. And, like, I don't even need to set an Iron Defense anymore. I can just spam Calm Mind. So honestly, this is a really good situation for me. This is actually a really, really solid situation, because I can just keep clicking Calm Mind in front of stuff, and then eventually, like, Stored Power will be able to knock stuff out. You can't get rid of the hazards anymore. The poison is here to stay, so that means, like, you can't set up in my face either. We're gonna see Bad Dragon. That's going to be none other than Walking Wake. The Walking Wake, which is scary as heck. I'm assuming you're gonna boost your speed. We're gonna see, most likely that. We're gonna see, yeah, speed, so that makes sense. We're gonna see +2 for us. Let's see, Walking Wake, assuming your specs, you're in the sun. Draco Meteor does not two-shot me from this range, if you are timid specs, which you most likely are. So, this is fine. I'm just going to keep clicking Calm Mind. I'm just going to keep clicking Calm Mind here. I think I have to. Oh, God. We're going to set up to +3. We're going to see Hydro Steam. That's fine. Boom. Yep, that doesn't do enough damage because we are, like, max Bedef. I'm going to click Recover next turn. Stored Power will kill this set next turn, which is great. I'm gonna try to stall out the sun as much as I can. Alrighty. I still can't believe that, dude. I, like, messed up my prep so badly. That's so funny. Alright, we're gonna see another Hydro Steam. That's fine. Bada bing, bada boom. Yep, we're fine. We go for Recover here to recover that damage. Perfect. Love to see it. I would love for the sun to die out here. That would be really solid for me. Yeah, let's go. Alright, so the speed is gone. We can click Stored Power. We can click a bunch of stuff for free, actually. Honestly, do I just click Calm Mind again? I think I do. I could also go for Recovery. I think both are pretty valid here. I think what I do here, though, I think I might go for another Calm Mind. Let me see here, because I don't want to get too greedy versus this. We are at +3. Can I sweep the rest of the team with this? Let's see, Iron Bundle. Iron Bundle dies. Great Tusk will die. Raging Bolt. Raging Bolt will die as well. I think everything else dies. I think everything else dies to this. Ninetales is the only other Mon. Ninetales, everything dies. Everything dies here. I'm gonna click Stored Power, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna click Stored Power here. If you give me this, that's great. Yeah, you're not gonna give me this, obviously. But something dies to Stored Power here, which is great. It's going to be the Ninetales. That makes a lot of sense. Ninetales is going to drop, which is great for me. Love to see that. We're gonna go for Stored Power here. Bada bing, bada boom. Beautiful. Critical hit did not matter there. Ninetales, I believe, is always dead. But now the sun is up to stay. This is going to be very, very scary. This is still very scary. We do need to be scared. We're not out of the woods yet in the slightest. I need to be very careful with how I play the rest of this game. Bad Dragon's going to come back in. That's the Walking Wake. That is fine. I'm clicking Recover here every single time. Alright, speed was heightened. That's fine. We don't outspeed, unfortunately, but we're still going to click Recover. Again, at the very least, the poison is chipping this thing down, which is great. We're going to see a Hydro Steam here. Boom. That's fine. We're going to just keep clicking Recover, baby. We're just going to keep clicking Recover. That is all we need to do. Keep clicking Recover. Alright. Now the question becomes, I think now I might go for the kill. I think Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for the kill here because, yeah, Screamtail can't kill me. I'm gonna go for the kill because I don't want to risk crits. So we're gonna see a Hydro Steam here, bada bing, bada boom. Doesn't get the kill. Let's go. Love to see that. We're gonna fire off a Store Power to get rid of this thing. Boom. Beautiful. Walking Wake drops. Screamtail can't switch in because that's just free setup fodder for me. Raging Bolt has a harder time because even a Thunderclap won't kill. And if I go for Calm Mind to recover, it's even worse for them. Oh my god. Are you serious, dude? Holy crap. Okay. We'll be back. We'll figure it out. Okay, so update. I think Mario Fan decided to give me the win because they said that they were modest specs bundle, and they were like, there's no way I can win once the Walking Weight goes down, so I was like, okay, that's all good then. So, Deoxys got a 6-0 sweep, which is really cool. I'll take it. I don't know exactly how many mods I had, I don't remember. But that's a very massive win for us. I will very gladly take that. Deoxys speed literally did what it needed to. When I saw that there was, like, Grimer was the Dark type, and the only mon that resisted Psychic was Screamtail, I knew that, like, Deoxys had a very good chance of really popping off. So, one of the scariest matchups of the entire league, and we managed to win. I will so gladly take that. Thank you all so much for watching. If you guys really enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I am so sorry that it ended on such a negative note. But my opponent's link will be down in the description if they do upload, and their video will be down there as well. So please consider checking them out. I personally can't wait to see their side of the battle if they do upload. And yeah, with all that being said, let's go! 3-3, we're redeeming ourselves. Very massive victory for us. I will gladly take it. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Peace out, mates!